Welcome to Fat Nights! So I told you guys a little bit about my friends that we get together and we have Fat Night as I'm inspired by Ruby on the Style Network. I think that starts in June again. I'm very excited. So today for Fat Night we have decided to have cooking night where we are each contributing a different recipe that normally would be unhealthy, but we're going to make the healthy version of it. For instance, my contribution is we are making a healthy version of chicken parmesan. Love it. So my other friends, they have some different recipes that we're going to try out too. I will be sure to post all the recipes on the website, and you guys are welcome to come along and join us. Here we go. This is my friend Laura Cooksey. She is an amazing cook, hence the last name Cooksey. Laura, tell us what we're going to make today.
Today we are going to be making Oprah's turkey burgers, and these turkey burgers actually should be called Donald Trump turkey burgers because they come from his resort Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach. Oprah raved about them on her show, so we had to find out what all the hype was about. And let me tell you, these are some really good turkey burgers.
They're delicious, and what we're doing today is we're making healthy versions of the foods that we love, and I love me a good old fat juicy hamburger. So this is a great thing that I can replace it with. Okay, are you just about ready?
I think we're ready.
Are you warming up your skillet there?
The skillet is warm.
Okay.
Throw a little apple in. Yeah, we're good to go. We're sizzling.
Tell me what you did there. How do you know?
Well, we know if the pan is ready. We've already put in some canola oil, and we've just let that simmer over medium-low heat. And so we know that the pan is ready to go because it's sizzling.
Okay. Helping us today in the kitchen, this is Lasagna Thomas, who is also... Darn it, Thompson! This is live TV, people. We're going to keep it going. Lasagna Thompson, who is also a great cook. I know because I've tasted some of her stuff, and it's fabulous. And so you are going to be helping us with the recipe today, correct?
Correct.
Okay, now what should we do first?
Okay, so right now, on the medium heat, in a medium-sized saucepan, we're going to saute the scallions. So we have a 1/4 cup thinly sliced scallions.
Going in. This one a little bit. We don't want it to be browning too quickly. I'm going to turn down the heat just a little bit.
So next, we're going to add 3 Granny Smith apples, peeled and diced.
Got it?
Next, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of finely chopped celery.
Got it.
Next, what are we going to saute?
And saute this a little bit, really just until the apples and the celery are tender.
But how long will that take?
I'd say give it about 4 or 5 minutes or so.
Okay, we'll be back in 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay, we're back, and our fruit and celery and scallions has sauteed up.
It's delicious looking.
It's tender, and it's ready to go in with our turkey breast.
Alrighty.
And notice that we said turkey breast. Some recipes for turkey burgers call for just ground turkey, but we are going with a leaner option today and just turkey breast. That's why we're adding all these wonderful flavors to give it some added moisture that it needs and also some great seasoning.
And how much turkey breast is this, Lasagna?
We have 4 pounds of ground turkey breast.
4 pounds.
That we've added.
And let me say, if you're making this just for like 2 people or just for yourself, you can cut the recipe down just to use 1 pound of turkey meat, or you can do it if you're having some people over. Even with 2 pounds, it makes about 8 to 10 turkey burgers.
Wow.
So 4 pounds, we're making this because we're all going to share in it today, but it's not necessary to use that much turkey if you're just cooking for a couple people at home.
Especially when you're single and have no man like me, and you just need food to sustain yourself because you live alone by yourself.
Amen.
Well, there's that.
Okay, now what?
So right now we're going to, since we've added the sauteed items, we're going to start adding the remainder of the ingredients. So right now we're going to add some salt. I think we're going to cut the salt in half, so we'll let Laura tell you how much salt we're going to actually use.
Yes, again, the original recipe for 4 pounds of ground turkey breast calls for 2 tablespoons of salt, and the sodium is super high in this. So we're going to be cutting that in half today because we don't want our blood pressure to go through the roof.
Yes.
And we don't want to wake up with swollen hands and
feet.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. Okay.
So how much are you putting, did you
We're
say?
putting in a tablespoon of salt
Okay.
for 4 pounds of ground turkey.
Got it. And what's next?
Next, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of black pepper.
Okay, and the pepper, I'm just kind of eyeballing. We've got this sausage and wraps in here.
That's a newfangled pepper maker.
It sure is. So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to kind of give it a couple around.
Okay, so about how much is that?
About 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons. Alrighty.
A lot of this seasoning. A lot of pepper things. So we're going to make sure to put it all in there.
For the regular folks, you can just shake it in like I do.
Yes. So next, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of Tabasco chipotle pepper sauce.
Ooh.
Yes. And it's not your regular Tabasco. If you go to the grocery store, there is actually the chipotle Tabasco, and that's
Okay.
what you're looking for.
Is that just as spicy as the original?
It is a spicy, but it's got a little bit of a smoky flavor to it, and that's what we're looking for.
And so if you don't like spicy food, should you not do this or cut it in half or what?
You know, by the time it gets mixed all in, you really can't taste the spice. It just gives it a little bit of a kick.
Okay.
It's not spicy by any means. How much is that again, Lasagna?
2 teaspoons.
Okay, I've got half a teaspoon right here, so we're going to need to do that 4 times.
Yum.
Okie doke. There we go.
Now what?
What's next?
So next, we're going to add 1 lemon, juiced and grated. So we're going to use the zest.
Okay. And for any of you who want to cut your zesting time in half, I highly suggest a microplane. It makes it super fast.
A micro what?
It's called a microplane.
Okay.
And we're just going to zest our lemon.
So if you don't have that, you just use a regular like cheese grater?
You could use a cheese grater, yes. That would work just fine. This, I like it because it keeps the zest right here and you can just kind of...
So zest, I never knew that's what it meant.
Yes, there went the sticker in the bowl that we do not want in our
Yum.
burger.
Protein, girl, protein.
Not a scratchy sniff.
Wow.
Oh.
So it says it has to be juiced.
Yes. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to cut this lemon in half. Let me get a cutting board over here.
I wonder if that's your husband trying to get your attention.
It might be, but we're in the middle of a cooking segment.
That's right.
Okay. We're going to cut this lemon in half, and we're just going to pop it in our juicer.
Again, another newfangled.
Yes. I'll show you how to do it the easy way, the low maintenance way with the other half. But here we're going to get a lot of juice out of our lemon. And one great thing to do, and I should have showed you.
Yes.
And it splatters everywhere. This keeps the seeds from going in too. But
Oh.
and it just splattered all over me. A great thing to do with your lemon, if it's kind of hard and you don't feel like you can get a lot of juice out of it, is roll it around for about 10 seconds on your cutting board. And that will help the juices to
Come on together, marinate.
come out. Yes.
Marinate.
You'll get more out of the lemon than you normally would. Now, if you don't have a lemon juicer, just take it with the lemon side up and just squeeze it right like that. That will keep the seeds from coming out.
Oh.
And there you go.
That's a good idea. Now what?
Now we're going to mix.
Oh, that's my job, isn't it?
That's your job, so.
Okay, so I'm going to hand the camera off.
Oh, I forgot something.
Oh, what did we forget?
I forgot the chutney.
Okay, tell us about what this is, Cooksy.
This is called Major Gray's chutney, and it's kind of a concoction of some apricot, and I'm reading the label so I know what's in it, and some lime juice, and some tamarind concentrate, whatever that is.
Right.
But it just kind of gives us a great chutney.
Now, I will say this. I did not find this in my regular grocery store. I had to go to like a Whole Foods or a Wild Oats or something.
Well, Publix does carry it now. So if you have a Publix, I'm not sure about Kroger or Harris Teeter, but I know that Publix has it.
Okay. And where do you find this? Is it by the jams and the delis?
No, it's typically with your, like, the Asian food aisle and the Mexican, like, the ethnic food aisle. That's typically where you'll find it.
Okay, and how much of this are we?
We're putting a fourth of a cup of the
Fourth
chutney.
of a cut.
Which I'm just kind of eyeballing it. That's about how much that's left in the bottom of this bottle. So we're just going to put all of the remaining ingredients in there. Okay.
And now it's my turn.
Now it's your turn.
Now it's your turn, the dirty part.
Okay, we'll be back in 1 minute.
Save that just for you.
We got the parsley, so we're going to throw all that in.
Yeah.
And what kind of parsley is that?
Finely chopped parsley, and it's half of a bunch.
And we're using the Italian flat leaf parsley instead of the yucky curly parsley.
Ew.
Okay.
You can do it.
Ew.
Here
Okay.
she goes.
I should say, these two are really great cooks, and I don't cook. So this is going to be new for me, and my nails are fresh. Oh, my goodness.
We should say make sure your hands are clean before
Yes,
you start digging
please.
into the turkey.
Please.
Okay, so we're just going to squish all this up, and then we're going to let it marinate for about how long, Laura?
About 3 hours in the refrigerator. 2 to 3 hours. Yes. So this is a great thing to make the night before because you can let it marinate overnight if you want to, or in the morning before you leave for work, and just then you can come back and make your patties, and you'll be ready to go.
Get on
It's a
around
good,
the
nasty-
side of the bowl, Mandy.
Let's
Get on
see.
in there. Look.
Let's do a little film
Oh,
of
my
that.
gosh. This feels like brains.
The sound isn't too appetizing either.
Get real good sound. Okay, so we were going to form these into patties, and we'll be right back to show you what a formed patty looks like.
Patty, hate that word. So we're back. We have made about 15 turkey burgers, and we are ready for a whole bunch of people to come over. It's like we have a house party now to feed all these turkey burgers.
Woohoo!
And one of the things that we did, the original recipe calls for about half-pound burgers, but that serving size, if you're trying to lose weight and watch what you eat, is not just to be healthy. That's just too much food. So we've cut it down to about a quarter pound per turkey burger. We can make a lot more that way, and it's plenty, and it's perfect size to go on a bun.
Yes.
And speaking of buns, when you get ready to serve these turkey burgers, I like to have mine without a bun because I'm not a big bun kind of girl. But if you do like
I have so many jokes for that.
yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone. If you do like a hamburger bun, whole grain buns are the way to go. And one great way to do it is just to throw them on the grill right before the burgers are done. And I like to serve mine with some sliced avocado, which is your good fat, and some grilled sweet onions, the Quadea onions. They're in season this time of year. They're great. And also just a couple slices of Monterey Jack. That's my favorite way. Feel free to do whatever you need to do to make it your kind of way.
Because I like a good burger, just to give me a burger. So I'm going to put mine on a whole grain bun, which is actually quite tasty. That's my favorite way of doing
Yeah,
it.
that can be great. And that's how my husband also likes to eat them. But I like to go without the bun and add all the good stuff on top. And the great thing about these burgers is that for each burger, you're only running about 175 calories and only about 2 grams of fat.
Great.
So you really, really can't beat it, and hopefully they'll be yummy to you.
They're yummy. So we're going to take ours, because there's 3 of us. We're going to take ours. We have about 15 or 16 burgers. I don't know. I think we lost count. We're going to take ours, and we're going to split them up. And so each of us will take home about 5 of them. You can freeze these, you said, right?
Yeah, the best way to do it would be to wrap them individually in plastic wrap and then just stick them in the freezer. And I'd say up to about 2 weeks. You could thaw them out and cook them on the grill. If you don't have an outdoor grill, if you have a grill attachment on your stove, if you have a gas stove, that's a great way to cook them. Or you can do them in a saute pan on the stove, or you could even make them in the oven. I like either a saute pan or a grill because I like the seared effect that gives, but feel free to make them.
I like using my George Foreman grill, so that's how I'm going to do mine.
That would work. Shout out to George.
What up, George?
Then we can get free grills.
Okay, thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope that you enjoy your burgers. Say bye, Sonia.